Welcome back to Pez's podcast. Today I'm here with Jordan Ricciardi and Zach Angelo. How you guys doing today?
Good. You?
I'm great. I'm great. You guys got practice today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's. How you guys feeling? Who do you guys got tomorrow?
Western Wayne.
Western Wayne. How are they looking?
They're all right.
Have you guys?
We played them once, yeah.
They at PNC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so it should be a pretty good game. How are you guys preparing for that?
Same way we usually do. You know, lots of practice, lots of reps.
Yeah. Especially for you older guys, you guys definitely need it. Need more reps and everything.
Yeah.
So here's a really good question I have for both of you guys, because both of you guys have had siblings that went to the school. How have your siblings influenced you as an athlete? Like you, for example, like you had Josh and you had Kaylee.
I'd say my sister really had a good impact because she played basketball and softball, so she went to practice. She went through the same stuff that I did, so she helped a lot.
Yeah. What about you, Zach?
Yeah, same thing for my brother Josh. You know, he was one of the best football athletes around this area, and he just inspired me to want to be a very good baseball player.
Yeah. Now, how come you never played football? I mean, both your brothers were pretty good.
I don't know. I just never felt felt the love that they had for the sport, like how I have for baseball, like how they have their love for football. I have that same love for baseball.
Yeah. Now, do you go to the gym and stuff with them a lot, or?
Nah, I used to before the season, but now that I'm in season, I don't have that much free time to go to the gym.
Yeah, you're locked in. Now on Friday, you guys against Dunmore. How were you guys feeling when you guys won? What really made you guys want to win that game?
Dunmore. We just wanted to beat them.
Yeah, yeah. The Dunmore rivalry. It's in every sport. Everybody just wants to beat them. We have a big meet tomorrow against Dunmore. It's definitely going to be very, very close. So Friday games. So you guys play at what time? What did you guys play on Friday?
6.
6.
Yeah. So how do you guys switch kind of that student mode to athlete mode? Do you guys kind of have something that you do before the game that it's kind of, or after school that you're okay, well, it's time to play now. It's no I'm not I'm not a student right now. I'm an athlete. I gotta lock in. Really? Anything?
It's kind of like when I put that uniform on, you know? You get the uniform on and you're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do you guys have any pregame or the night before routine or anything?
Pregame, Monster.
Fruit punch monster.
Energy drinks.
Really?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a certain do you have you yourself have a certain warm up? 'Cause I know me, I warm up a certain way, before meet. I only warm up that way. Or do you guys do everything as a team together when you're warming up?
We do team stretches and then we do
Our
your own
individual
stretches.
ones, yeah.
Because I do bands and plyo balls and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I was looking those bands. They're strong. They're scary. When people are pulling their arms back and stuff. That's definitely it's I saw what happened to Lorenzo.
Yeah. That's nasty.
That was weird. I saw the video of his elbow just moving, and I was ugh.
Yeah.
That's rough. Yeah, me for track, the night before, I'm always hydrating and everything, 'cause that's the biggest thing, especially in all sports. Football season, we had how many people were down on the field and cramped, it was nuts. Now, is there a reason that you guys didn't play any more sports, or what do you think if you had somebody to kind of encourage you to play more sports that you would?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I had it with my brothers. They wanted me to play football, so did my parents and literally everybody around here, but I just didn't want to.
Yeah. Now, what if you were to play another sport? What sport would you think you'd play?
I'd say probably basketball.
Yeah.
Basketball, yeah.
Basketball is definitely interesting. Do you think that's more of because your sister played basketball and were you chopping it up with her, shooting hoops, or what?
Yeah, that and I have a good height, so.
Yeah. You're a
helps.
good sized kid. What about you?
For me, it'd be football.
Football?
Yeah, because my brothers, they were so good, and I could just learn from them and get good, how they were.
Yeah, no, I'd probably play tennis, honestly. Tennis seems so sick. Either tennis or if we had lacrosse. Lacrosse is interesting.
Lacrosse would be tough.
I think that's we have a lot of sports.
Yeah.
Compared to other schools, I feel other schools don't really have as many sports. I think it's definitely interesting to see the newer programs come in wrestling, girls volleyball. It's definitely interesting to see them.
Yeah.
They're kind of working on their base with Coach P. How you guys feeling about Coach P? You guys like him a lot, or?
Yeah, he's a funny guy to
Yeah.
have as a teacher and just like out of school.
Yeah,
He's a good guy.
I think he's definitely a great weightlifting coach. Like knows what he's talking about, everything like that. And it's definitely interesting to see him doing a sport that I didn't think he knew about. Like it's interesting because I didn't know he knew anything about volleyball, but I guess he does, which is pretty cool. Going into your games this week, you have Western Wayne tomorrow. Who do you guys have next after that? Western Wayne, Lakeland, and Scranton. Now, did you guys scrimmage Scranton, right?
No, we don't scrimmage
No.
them. No.
Did you guys play him yet or no?
We played them last year. We only played them once.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Now, Lakeland last game, very, very close game. How you guys feeling towards that?
That'll be another good game, I
Yeah.
think, yeah. They got a good pitcher, so.
Yeah. No, I was talking to Parker and Audrey on the last episode, and they were kind of talking about how I asked them, like, do you guys do the same thing as softball where you guys focus on one game at a time, or how does that look?
100%.
Yeah, one game at a time. That's the only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a lot different in football because you also get a walkthrough. I think that definitely helps.
Yeah.
Where you guys don't get that, you guys are playing. How many games do you guys play in a season?
I don't know off the top of my head. Maybe
Around the
like
20s. 20s.
around
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, that's a lot for sure. It's like basketball. Basketball, I think in a full season, if you like win the state championship, you're playing like 26 games or
Yeah.
27 games, which is just like absolutely nuts.
Mhm.
That like I think the biggest thing in baseball and basketball is staying healthy.
Yeah.
Like
Conditioned.
yeah,
100%.
in football, it's like a little bit different. There's a lot more people on the team that you could depend on, other than like baseball. Baseball's just like basketball. You guys have to work as a team, but at the same time, you guys have to be individuals. And so, going into like home, so your home field last year, did you guys play at Wash?
Yeah.
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how do you guys feel about the new facilities this year?
Love it. I love it.
Yeah, they're great. Turf is so much better than the old field we used to have.
Yeah, the turf is definitely interesting. Like I feel like it's definitely a different play. In baseball, you see it a lot because the ball bounces differently than on
Yeah.
grass and everything. Now, do you guys have a hard time like moving from the turf to the grass?
I think we have a little bit of a hard time. So, like,
Yeah.
when we played, who do we play? Old Forge. When we played Old Forge,
Yeah.
we practiced at Wash for 3 days, so we get used to the,
Oh, okay.
the
Yeah.
dirt and everything.
Yeah. It's definitely a big jump. I know football season, like we have the practice field, so if we're playing on grass, we just practice on that. But it's so much different.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And I don't know how like baseball looks like. I think it's a lot more drastic change in baseball than it is in football because baseball, like everything's different. Like the ball bounces different and stuff. So I think where football, you're doing the same thing. The only thing is that you're changing is like your grip and everything. So so are you guys looking at into college and everything? I know you guys are seniors, or what? Do you guys have any future plans?
Me, I might go to Johnson and continue my plumbing thing that I've been doing at CTC lately for the past 3 years.
I might be going to Johnson's as well.
Oh, what do you want to go for?
CNC operating.
I gotcha. Now, with your plumbing, was there anybody that like kind of influenced you towards that, or you just went like to CTC and you were kind of like, oh, this is cool, I'm interested in that?
I was honestly just interested in which one had the most money.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
money for me.
yeah. Plumbers definitely make a lot in today's
Yeah.
age. Oh, now what did you say you were going?
CNC operating.
So what is that?
It's like machine.
Oh, okay.
operating,
Yeah, I got you. So now, like, would it be like heavy machinery, or is it like smaller stuff?
Heavy machinery.
Oh, like
Yeah.
big excavators and stuff like that.
Not like outside, but like in a building. Like
Oh, okay. Like a bigger like forklifts and stuff like that, and
yeah, kind
that.
of. Yeah.
I got you. Now, what's like? Do you guys? So I know Johnson's. I don't know how it works, but do you have to go for a certain amount of years to get your like, or do you only have to go for 1 year?
For me, I only have to go for 2 years because I went to CTC for my sophomore, junior, and senior year. But if someone just graduated high school, they would have to go for like the full 4.
Yeah, I
And,
got you.
and it's a lot cheaper too.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm pretty sure it's like two to 4.
I got you. Now, this is one question that I've asked a lot of the seniors. Who do you guys think like your most influential teacher was?
Mr. Bernicki, for sure.
Mr. Bernicki?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Yeah, you too.
Yeah.
Why do you guys think he was so influential to you guys?
He gives great advice.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have him yet. I'm excited. I hope I have him eventually. We had him as a sub the other day in class, and he's funny.
He's a character.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I think it's definitely interesting to see how how different teachers are on their life experiences.
Yeah.
Not only like not even like the age wise, like just in general, like if you have two teachers that one played sports, one didn't play sports, or one traveled the country and one didn't travel the country and they're the same age, I think it's just like they have such different teaching styles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys have Parlante's class yet or no?
Yeah, I had him.
I'm currently in it. right
Oh,
now.
yeah, that I liked. Well, I had him last year, and I liked his class because he really like all of his slideshows and everything's all like different and
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like that. So that's definitely cool. Who do you get? Well, you guys were freshmen. Was that COVID year?
Our 8th grade year. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
our first year back was our freshman year.
Yeah.
I got you. Was that a big Was that a big change?
Yeah, there was like nobody in classes. You had like maybe one or two other people with you in class, and the rest of like everyone was just online.
Yeah, yeah. My first year back was we had like the hybrid in 6th grade or whatever, and then 7th grade was like the first time back when we had to like wear the masks and stuff. And it's
Yeah.
like so weird to think about. Like that's already like 3 years ago.
Damn,
And like even quarantine's already 4 years ago.
that's crazy.
What was your schedule looking like during quarantine?
Go to bed 3 a.m., wake up at like 3 p.m. and just play.
Jeez. Were you working out or anything in quarantine? Cause like
Yeah, we have a little gym in our basement that I used to use a little bit, maybe like once a day.
Yeah.
About it.
yeah. What about you?
Yeah, I used to. I mean, I have a workout area in my garage that me and my dad worked out in. So.
Yeah, that's definitely. It's interesting to see like some of the people that like went in the quarantine, like they went in the quarantine and they weren't like really like fit or anything, and then they come out and they're just like absolute monsters.
Yeah.
I think that's what like set aside. I think that just shows like more dedication because a lot of those people were doing it towards like because they knew they had a sport that they were like gonna come out and play. So now your freshman year how did the baseball season look? Was that just regular was it regular at that point?
Yeah, just except for the mask
Yeah,
part.
just mask.
You'd have to
Yeah.
wear masks every time, but that's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Like I know basketball, I think we had to wear masks and then they had to sanitize the ball like every quarter.
No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And I think it was the same way for football. I didn't really mind the mask. Like I don't think it was that bad. It sucked to play with just because like
Yeah.
especially if you were like out of shape, like it was just tough. But I think the worst part was probably practicing with it
Yeah.
because you're just trying to like hang out with your friends, talk to your friends, and like you got a mask on and everything. That was just rough. I think it really shaped like the school system though. Now that like today with the Chromebooks, I mean, look how much we use our Chromebooks and stuff in
Yeah.
school. I think that's definitely cool. Were you guys in online or no?
No, I was like hybrid.
I was hybrid too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I was online for like half the year, and then I went to hybrid. I don't know. I didn't like online. It was like a lot of like just sitting there and listening, and like it was boring.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely gonna be interesting to see like how like we're living now. Like I always think that's like really cool. Like how like we're learning now. I wonder what it'll be like in like 10 years or like 20
Yeah.
years. Cause like we're already a lot. Like how much more digital can you get in school without
Yeah.
them like just using screens for everything?
Yeah.
So if you could give like one piece of advice to a younger student that is like thinking about joining sports, like what would it be?
I would say do it. You know, you only live once. You only have 18 years of hanging out with your friends, and the real world comes, and the odds of you playing college sports or pro sports are very low. So you might as well use your time while you have it in high school and just gain friendships, relationships with like all your friends, and just have fun, live your life, be a kid.
Yeah, you make great friendships when you're playing sports. Definitely.
Yeah.
Even with other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you think like this is actually a question I haven't asked anybody yet, but who do you think like your biggest friend from sports that you gained from sports, like your friendship is?
Right there. That man.
Yeah. I've
Really?
known him for
Yeah.
4 years.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense. Like you guys came in together or whatever. Yeah, were you guys ever really close with like any of the upperclassmen or anybody that was like really influenced you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Back when I was a freshman, I was friends with Justin Longo and Cody Choika and all of
Yeah.
them. They were like the funniest kids you've ever met.
Yeah, same thing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the baseball team. Like everybody on the baseball team is just like hilarious. Like
Yeah.
all you guys are just funny. I don't know if it's the sport or if it's just like you guys just have good humor at practice. How are you guys feeling about? Do you guys have to take finals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you guys feeling about finals?
Good.
Just light,
Just
easy.
another day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not nervous for them. I'm ready for them. I'm excited. Now, when you go to Johnson's, do you have to take like an entry test or anything like that, or no?
Nah, you just like show up, basically.
Yeah.
Just show
Oh,
up.
same thing with you.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, now, what grade did you guys start playing like sports in?
I don't even know.
Or what age were you? I guess age is easier than grade.
Well, the day I actually started playing sports, I didn't play like an organized sport. I played like with my brothers,
Oh yeah.
like in the house. But like actual like organized sports, I want to say like coach. Nah, like earlier before that. I don't even know.
T-ball?
Yeah, like t-ball.
I think
It's
6
been-
years old or something.
Yeah, like
I think
five,
it was like 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys play any other sports when you were younger or no?
I played basketball, football, and baseball.
Me
That's-
too.
That's when
Yep.
I loved all those.
Oh, really?
sports.
Yeah.
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 Basketball, I feel like it's like it's either you got it or you don't. Like
Yeah.
there's no like
Yeah.
nobody's like sitting like I mean you could work for it, but it takes a while to get good at
Yeah.
basketball.
Mhm.
Now, do you guys think like joining at like at a young age compared to like joining in 7th grade, do you think that definitely helped you guys?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
from like being like practicing from young, so you have like just more experience and like know how the game is played, and just being good and practicing. You have way more time to practice than starting in 7th grade and only playing until your senior year.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, you guys are still pretty you guys are a pretty old or I should say you guys are an older team. Do you guys have any freshmen start or is Aaron just hitting? Is Aaron even hitting anymore?
Nah.
Nah.
It's just Joey.
Joey
really.
just plays the field. That's like
Yeah.
our only starter. He doesn't
Yeah.
really hit though.
So with you guys being together for like that whole team, like I mean you guys were together last year and everything. Do you guys think that like helped you guys really develop as a team?
Yeah, I would say because last year we were made it to the district semifinals, right? Versus
Ye-
Lehman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we lost that, and we were all like devastated, mad. Like we knew we wanted to win it this year, and this year we're just like trying to get that district because we haven't won one in I don't even know how many years.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I think that's definitely an achievable goal this year. I mean, you guys look pretty good. You guys are playing a lot of good competition.
Mhm.
I think that's definitely the best way to get better though is playing like you guys play like Scranton. Who else? Abington. You guys played them. What other bigger schools do you guys play? Is that it? Scranton and Abington.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely like the best way to get better because
Yeah.
you know they're gonna have kids that are because they're such a big school like they're gonna have kids that are really good.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely a great way to get like the competition up to be competitive and everything. So do you guys think like playing sports and having to be like obviously you're a student athlete, you're a student first, but do you guys think like being in sports helped you guys like get through school? Like kind of having that responsibility?
Yeah, because then
100%.
if you don't keep your grades up, then you're not gonna be able to play. So
Yeah.
it gives you motivation to keep your grades up and
Yeah.
work
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
in school.
And just wanting to like sometimes like you just don't want to go to school, but then like you think, oh, I got practice after school that I want to go to, that I want to get better. So you have to go to school. You have to maintain good grades. You have to maintain your attendance, and you also have to stay out of trouble and not get in like detentions and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Now, did you guys so you're seniors now. So when you guys were like in younger grades, did you guys like really focus on school more than athletics? Like I know it's kind of tough when you're a senior to kind of focus on school cuz you guys have what 20 days left
Yeah.
Yeah.
if that. But when you guys were in like younger grades, were you guys really focused on school or was it more of like I want it or like was there a goal in mind that you wanted to get with sports and school? Like did you want to go to college for baseball?
Me personally, I always thought of it in my head, but I never like planned on it. Like if I got the opportunity, I would take it, but I never like thought it. Like it was never my main focus. But yeah, like you just wanted to like stay. I don't know the word. stay
Locked in.
locked in, yeah, for your sport and just like school, because school is also important if you want to go to college, trade school, literally anything after high school. Even if you want to play college baseball, you need to have like really good grades
Yeah.
Mhm.
to be able to like go to like high D1s, D2s, maybe even D3s.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you?
I agree with Zach, definitely.
Now, did you? So here's a pretty good question. Now, when you guys were younger, what like I know every kid has a dream of being playing like either in the MLB, the NFL, NBA. What was your guys's like? What team? Like, what were you thinking? Did you guys have a dream of that or no?
I always wanted to play. Like when I was a kid, I loved the Dodgers. I loved them my whole life. My dad always been a Red Sox fan, and I always hated him for that because I always loved the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And like every time they play, I always want to go to a game, but can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up a Yankees fan, but for some reason, I always had a dream of playing for the Padres. I never knew why, but it was a random
Padres.
team.
Yeah, that's
Padres.
real
A
random.
Random team, but I
I-
just feel like that was a good fit.
Yeah, I honestly I wasn't I was more focused. I wanted to play in college, like I wanted to when I was a little kid I just wanted to play for Notre Dame football, like that was
Yeah.
my one dream, and it's definitely it's achievable, but it's gonna be tough
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
You still got 3 years left too.
Yeah, but I think it's definitely gonna be an interesting next 3 years. I'm excited. I'm excited to see you guys in 3 years too. It's always such a big change. Like looking at even looking at like the seniors and stuff from last year, or even like your brother's class, like when I was in
Yeah.
7th grade, and see how much like they changed from then to
Yeah.
now. And well, your sister graduated in that class too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a funny class.
Yeah.
There were some interesting people in there for sure.
Yeah.
Your brother being one of them. Your brother was interesting to
He
say
was a
the
character.
least. Yeah. In that football season, that was fun. That was a close. Do you guys remember when we stormed the field after we
Yeah.
beat Western
Yeah.
Wayne?
Yeah, I do.
And Tom was like opened up the gate, and then as soon as we ran on, he's like, "Okay,
Get
no
off,
more, get off."
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was interesting. I got my shoe stepped on by a cleat. Somebody like jumped up, and I walked, and they stepped on my foot, and it hurt so bad. Like it was just like a vivid memory. What do you guys think like your biggest school memory or like sports memory was? Like something that you just like never forget because it was either like really funny or really like important to you.
I'd say my sophomore year, we came back from a bunch of games. We were down like 5 runs, 8 runs even, and we came back every game. We won.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was fun.
What about you?
I think just like this year is just like it's like the best year I feel like for baseball, for our chances of winning a district, and just like the new kids that you meet. Like it's been a good year.
Yeah. I think it's definitely interesting. So looking like back at like everything that you're looking at, like I think my biggest takeaway from sports in general is like you have to have structure or else it just
Yeah.
doesn't go well.
100%.
But like when you have like your certain practices where you know you have to get this done and you know you have to get that done, I think that's definitely gonna help in like the real world.
Yeah.
Do you guys think like like when like you go into like your trade or you guys are going like Johnson and stuff? Do you think like being in sports when you were growing up is gonna like help you, just because of like the structure and everything like that?
Teamwork,
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
And just communication.
Yeah.
Like not being so antisocial, being able to like have a conversation with people who you don't know, never
Mhm.
met, and just like just communication.
Yeah, I think sports definitely give you a ton of life lessons. Like they're like just as you go, there's just more and more to learn and more to
Yeah.
really talk about. But I think my big like either like the structure part or social. Like I talk to everybody.
Yeah, I do too.
Like it's especially people from other teams.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Baseball's a little different, but like track, we go to like these big invitationals. And there's kids from like every other school, and I always make at least like one friend or talk to somebody, and it's always like really fun. Who do you guys think like your most influential coach was? And this could be growing up, it could be now, it could be.
I said my dad when I was younger when he coached our little league team because he
Yeah.
knew my potential and he knew I could be good and great. So he
Yeah.
pushed me to that.
Yeah, I got you. What about you?
I would say my brothers and my dad, because they used to play baseball. They used to be like some of the best kids I've ever watched. They used to just hit home runs after home run, and they used to get intentionally walked. It was crazy. And I always wanted to hit like home runs like they did, but I was never like big as they were when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, they're definitely big
yeah.
big guys for sure. You just gotta get in the gym a little bit more. I mean,
go to the gym.
I always
Start benching 405 pounds.
yeah. I always see Josh's. You gotta eat like him too. I always see his
Yeah.
story, him eating like random
Yeah.
stuff, like chicken with chocolate milk.
Steak and everything.
Yeah.
Right. It's
So here's a really interesting question for you. Do you know how much your dog weighs?
crazy. Oh wow. Which one? The
Whichever one. Josh is always feeding stuff on his story too.
I want to say last time we went to the vet, that was like a month or two ago. She was like 100 and something pounds, I think, and I don't know what she is now. She's probably bigger than that.
Damn. Like what's like a average meal for your dog?
If Josh is home, they'll get like steak, rice, broccoli, like chicken. Like they'll get everything, but if like my parents are home and they don't feel like making that, they'll just give them dog food.
Oh, I was gonna say, do they even get dog food? Or they just,
Barely.
like, eat like kings all the time.
Most of the time they do eat like they eat like humans. They eat better than me, to be fair.
Yeah, seriously. Now your nickname, Zach Beefy Jr. What's that? Where's that come from? Where does it originate?
I think Zach's my first name, and Beef is my brother, and Junior because I'm a junior. Well, I'm like his little brother, so I'm like a junior.
It sounds like something you'd hear in like SpongeBob or something. Like, or what was the burger? Not the Krusty Krab. Wasn't there? Or no, I'm thinking of. You guys ever have Carl Juniors?
No, I don't think I ever ate that.
I don't think so either. Now, what's your guys' favorite like fast food restaurant? Or not?
McDonald's.
Or like chain restaurant.
It's not even close. McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah.
Really?
For sure.
I go there
Yep.
every day of my life.
You don't like Chick-fil-A more than McDonald's?
No.
Really?
McDonald's.
Listen, I went to McDonald's with this kid. He has 14,000 points.
All
That
right,
shows you how much he
chill.
goes there.
Yo, how many does Queso have? Queso has.
He's gotta have like 30, 40.
He's got a
Money.
crazy amount.
Yeah.
Nah, I'd have to go with either Chick-fil-A or Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse.
Texas
is good.
Roadhouse is good.
Yeah.
Texas Road,
Yeah.
dude, the buns with the
Yeah,
thing.
I love the buns. I eat so many.
So what's your average order for McDonald's?
Quarter pounder or double quarter pounder with cheese and lettuce, large fry, usually a shake or a McFlurry, a large high C, and sometimes I get like a 10 or 20 piece nugget with sweet and sour sauce.
Damn.
Just a regular Big Mac meal.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, I like the McChickens, dude. The
Yeah.
McChickens, like you just get a
Those are good.
McChicken. I don't like the lettuce on it though. McChicken,
Yeah.
just no lettuce, and it's just like it's endgame. That's it.
you put mayonnaise on it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I keep the
Yeah.
mayonnaise on it,
Yeah.
'cause that's just like the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Shamrock Shakes. I'm sad they're gone.
Yeah, I used to get those every day before practice or game, but like they just.
I
it's
had
not there
so
anymore.
many of them. I was like,
I missed them so much.
I actually used to have the mix for it. Like I had like a gallon thing. It was like this big of just Shamrock Shake mix.
That's crazy.
And I just throw some vanilla ice cream in the blender with the mix, and it would tasted just like McDonald's. But I always ran out of whipped cream because I just like you ever like be sitting there like and you're like eating ice cream or you're making like a sundae or something. You just eat all the ice or all the whipped cream instead of
Yeah.
making it instead of putting it
Yeah.
on the ice cream. What's your like go-to snack?
I think mine would just be like Kit Kats, birthday cake Kit Kats from Sheets.
What?
That's
random.
that's-
but
that
it's
is
so good.
random.
It's random, but they're so good.
Cheez-Its for sure. It's so good.
I don't know. I'd have to go with like candy-wise. I'd have to go with Nerds gummy clusters.
Yeah.
Oh, nerds.
Yeah.
Uh, They're always hitting, but like regular chips. I'd have to go with. Have you guys ever had the Voodoo chips?
Yeah.
Those are so good.
Those are good.
They're so good. I always have them at my house too. I do actually. Speaking of like fast food and everything, I order so much Domino's. It's actually so.
Domino's.
It's like the only thing that's open at like
Yeah,
past
like
11.
12, Yeah.
So last night I spent like a decent amount of money on Domino's. I had like I had 3 trays of pizza, 2
geez.
lava
Jesus
cakes.
Christ.
Mind you, this is for me, Gavin Lettieri, and my dad. We got 2 trays of pizza, 2 cheesy breads, 2 lava cakes, a cookie brownie, 2 sandwiches, and there was like more stuff. I don't know. It was so much food.
Jesus.
That's crazy. You guys all ate that?
Yeah, the only thing that's left I've left is a lava cake.
That's crazy.
Other than that, pretty much everything's gone. It was a right day. So how you guys feeling about your season so far?
Good. I think it's going good.
Yeah.
I think it could be going better
Yeah.
because like games like Holy Cross and Western Wayne, I feel like we overlooked them, thinking that they were not as good as they were. But then they beat us, and we like that just like sparked a fire in us to like want to get our revenge on them. Like Monday, we're gonna come prepared. Like when we played them at PNC, we were like, oh, we're just gonna win because we just know we're better. But Monday, I feel like we're gonna be really, really, really prepared for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now what's your record as of right now?
I know in conference, in league, it's 4-4, I think, or 5-4, and then overall, I think it's like 6-5.
I think we're
something.
7-5.
7-5 with
yeah.
Dunmore?
Because we didn't finish the Old Forge game.
Oh yeah,
yet.
that's right. That's right. We
Oh,
didn't finish our Old Forge.
Yeah,
game.
what happened with that?
They didn't have any lights at their field. It was getting too dark, so they had to
Yeah.
call it, and we have to finish it another time.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What time did the game start at? I thought didn't it start at 4:30?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't end till it didn't end till like I think 8:30.
Yeah.
It was like it.
No,
it
I
took
wouldn't say
mad-
8:30.
It was like 8. It was really
No,
late. I didn't get
no.
home till like 9.
Right.
I didn't get home till late.
What
Nah,
gets
probably
the-
because the bus ride.
It gets dark around like 7.
Yeah.
So probably around 7.
Yeah,
So
7.
and you guys didn't even finish the game.
No.
Mm-mm.
Were you guys in extra innings?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I
that
think
makes
the
sense
8th.
though.
Yeah.
So what was the score?
8-8.
Yeah.
So
8-8.
now, how does it work for when you guys play them?
So we have to go back up there, and it has to be the same rotation as it was when
Yeah.
we
Same
finished the game.
pitchers, same lineups.
Same score, same everything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. That's
Mhm.
kind of I guess that works. The only thing is then you give your pitcher some time to rest. So
Yeah.
if a kid was throwing like 40 on one day and now he's throwing like 65 because he's healthy, it's like
Yeah.
well, I guess it wouldn't be that slow in high school, but yeah, I do like the one kid that runs for Old Forge, Caleb Krushinowski. He goes to Old Forge, but he runs track for Riverside. He's a really nice kid. I think that's especially like kids from Old Forge and Riverside. Like they're hard to get along with, but when you find a good one, you find like a
Yeah.
really
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like there's definitely a lot of nice kids and everything, but it's just trying to find them is the hard part.
Mhm. They're cocky. They
They
know-
talk.
yeah.
Yeah. Now what's your like top 3 schools that you just like love beating?
Dunmore, 100%. Holy Cross and Riverside. All 3 of those.
Holy Cross, really?
I just
Yeah.
hate Holy Cross
Old Forge too.
and Old
Old
Forge.
Forge.
Say
Yeah.
you use the same lineup?
Pretty much, yeah. Except for Riverside, replace that with Old Forge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to go Dunmore, Old Forge, and Lakeland, just 'cause my dad went to Lakeland. So it's always like a
yeah.
rivalry. It's like, and if we don't win, and then I just have to hear about it for like ever.
Yeah.
But so we'll get off now. Thank you guys very much for coming on. This is Jordan Ricciardi. This is Zach Angelo. Thank you for watching.